Hey y'all, it's your host Ray, and welcome to Talk That Ish with Ray, where the conversation is real, raw, and uncensored. For those of you joining, we are here to have fun, release, and most importantly, heal out of ourselves. If you have a topic you want discussed or you want to join me for a collab or discussion, feel free to comment or message me, and I would love to have you on an episode. As a reminder, this is a safe space for all. No negative vibes, energy, or talk towards others. That schmack will be removed. You will be added to a list, and if it happens again, you will be blocked. We don't do that bullying over here. As a disclosure to all my parents out there, grandparents, aunts, uncles, there may be explicit language. If you are not a type of person who likes foul language or explicit conversation, you are welcome to skip the episode. I will make sure to put in the description an explicit warning. And with all of that being said, let's dive on in. So, this first topic of conversation that I want to go over kind of gave me the sense of stop accepting less than you fucking deserve. So, Trey Songz has an album called Infidelity 2. And on that album, there is a song called Me For You. If you have not listened to it and you would like to listen to it to get some context to understanding of our topic today, you are welcome to pause this podcast, go listen to it, and come back here. We're not going to talk specifically on the song itself, but just a little background for those of you who don't want to be interactive in that way. That's perfectly fine. It is fully accepted. We all process differently. But to give a little context, it's basically a song about an absent partner, of how Trey Songz is aware that his actions don't match his words, he's not present, he's not there, he doesn't give what he receives, like that whole, sense of that lack of affection and attention and being present in that relationship with this person, and how this person has put up with his infidelities and all of the things that he has done to her. But in that song at the end, once you get to the end, there is a little piece that is given as a conversation between a man and a woman regarding a relationship between this man and another woman. And his current woman is asking clarification on that relationship. But at the end of that song, or at the end of that piece, what you hear is, and I quote, "You make a little noise every now and then to remind me of what a good person you are. But a good person wouldn't be here right now." End quote. Mm, mm, mm. And when I say that sparked such a controversial, contradicting, hypocritical piece of me, and that is me being real with you, it's because I can see it from both sides. So prior to that piece being said, he says, you don't say anything when I'm putting it right in front of you. And I think he's referring to like what he has to offer her, what he gives her, whatever the case may be. Not a full understanding on that, but this is just my perception of that. But I believe myself to be a good person, and I genuinely believe that most of us believe that we are a good person. And this is the perception of ourselves that we have, and then the perception from others that we receive as well. And as a good person, I believe in loyalty and support, and I believe in giving to a person. So in some instances, that gets me caught up in chaotic situations or messes, but I don't instantly write a person off because of who they are as a person. One thing that I've recently learned over the last few years is that I have a choice. I can choose to accept someone as they are and keep them in my life, or I can choose to accept them as they are and remove them from my life. Now, this is something that I'm still working through, so I don't have the answers on that for you, but if someone else does have the answers, you are welcome to share because I am happy to learn. But that is how I interpreted that, is she is choosing to see this man as who he is, what he is, and what he has to give, and the lack thereof, and chooses to keep him in her life, and chooses him every single time. And the downfall of that is she gets hurt. Yes, he may be lying to her. Yes, he may be cheating on her. Yes, he may be playing games with her. Yes, he may be making her feel like the worst person in the world. However, because of that person of who she is, she chooses to tolerate and accept all of that behavior, because my assumption, which most of us probably believe, that if we stick it out with somebody long enough, they're going to change. They're going to be a better version of themselves. But the reality of it is, ladies and gentlemen, stop fucking expecting the expectation of who you see them as and the potential that you see for them, and accept what the fuck they give you. Because at the end of the day, that person is who that person is. And if your intention is to change who that person is, you are never going to win, and you are always going to be disappointed. People are going to change when they are ready to change. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what the reason needs to be. It does not matter. They are going to be who they want to be, and they are going to become who they want to become. Yes, it is your choice to stay if you choose to stay, but accept them. Accept them as that, and accept that as a part of your life until they are ready, if they are ever ready, to become the person that you in your mind believe them to be. And looking at it from a different perspective, like looking at it from his perspective, I can understand it. Like, she has chosen to be with him and, in his eyes, accept him for who he is and what he has to offer. However, when it inconveniences her, or it upsets her, or embarrasses her, or makes her feel less than, it is now a problem. But it wasn't a problem when he was giving that sprinkle of affection, when he was giving that little bit of attention, when he was giving her gifts, when he was giving her words of affirmation. None of this mattered. And I can say myself that I have fallen victim to that as well, where just the little bit that I received was enough for me to hold on. And I did the same thing. Like, I was a good person to this person. I was a good person in their life. I encouraged them, influenced, or attempted to influence them. Like, I seen their potential. I pushed them towards this potential. I talked about how great that they could be in whatever it is that they wanted to do, or wanted to be, or wanted to have. Like, I gave them this picture that I saw in my head. And I was disappointed every time that they didn't become that picture. I was disappointed every time they didn't become that person. And I realized that the problem in that instance was not them, it was me. Because I was expecting this person to change, because this is who I saw that they could be. This is the person I saw the potential in them. So in a way, being a good person in a bad situation, it sucks. Like, but at the same time, if we choose to be that good person in a bad situation, is it really that bad? Because I agree with that. A good person isn't going to stay with something that doesn't serve them purpose. A good person isn't going to stay with something that doesn't give them a safety, security, comfort, love, compassion, inspiration, affirmations. Like, if it doesn't serve you purpose, why continue to be the good person? You don't have to become the bad guy. You don't have to become the monster, but to maintain the good person in that situation when this person has no intentions of altering who they are or changing who they are. It only in turn makes you to be the bad guy, because you're constantly now nagging at them of, we had this discussion 3 months ago. I thought you were going to change, but you haven't. You're still the same person. You're still doing this. You're still doing that. Let them fucking be who they are. They showed you once, they don't need to show you twice, because every time you turn around, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same response. It's going to be the same argument. Being the good person in every situation doesn't always serve a purpose, and it doesn't always benefit you. This person, and the thing of it is there's never a good or bad person in situations like this. It's just a bad situation. It's just bad feelings, bad emotions, bad energy. That person isn't bad because they don't choose they don't choose to check all your boxes, or because they don't choose to become the vision that you have for them. Because do you really want someone who is going to become something just because it's what you want, just as because what you need? At the end of the day, and I struggled with this, I will say that I struggled with this. Like, I truly believed when I was young and naive that if a man really loved you, or a person, even a friend, if someone really loves you, they're going to be what you need them to be for you. And the reality of it is no, they're not. Because if a person is willing to just up and switch that quick of who they are to fit into your boxes, to check all of your marks, do I really want that person in my life? I want someone who's going to hear me. I want someone who's going to listen to me. I want someone who's going to be involved. But I don't want someone to be everything I want them to be. Because where is the challenge? Where is the effort? Where is the love? And for those of you who do want that, you do want a person who's going to be willing to make these changes and do these things whenever you say to do them, more power to you. I wish you the best of luck, and I truly hope it works. And if it does, I would love to hear about it. I would love to hear that story. But control and catering are two different things. And to have control in a situation that you completely have no control over, it removes you from being that good person. It really does. It makes you the monster in their story, because they genuinely aren't that person. They don't want to be that person. They want to be who they are. And maybe they want to grow. Maybe they want to make adjustments or changes in their life. But they don't want to change their personality. They don't want to change how they view life. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. But we can't continue to say that we are such a good person when we choose to accept behavior or environments that do not serve us purpose. A good person, as he said, would walk away, because this is your decision. This is your choice. This is your life. This is not mine. And this is not a decision that I want to be a part of. This is not a conversation I want to be a part of. This is not an environment that I want to be in. That makes you a good person, when you're willing to accept that this situation does not serve you purpose and you can walk away. And it makes them a good person when they stick to who they are, whether we like it or not. Because molding yourself to fit the image of someone else isn't a happy place, isn't a safe space. It isn't real. You are stuck in the back of your mind consistently thinking about how you miss the person you were, or you miss the person you could be, but you can't be this person because this person wants you to be here all the time in this manner, in this way, in this thought, in this whatever it is. Go be a good person by being you. Be a good person by living your life, fulfilling your dreams, checking your own boxes. Because if you're relying on someone else to give you that joy, to give you that happiness, you're going to always be let down, because people change, people grow, and people decline. It happens on a daily basis. There is no person in this world who is always up. We go up, we go down, we go left, we go right. We go forward, we go back, and we just have to remember that that is just how life rolls. And if you want to be a good person, roll with the punches and focus on you. Take care of yourself. Do what's best for you. Do what supports you. Do what fulfills your purpose. Everyone else around you will follow suit in their own way, because you can support someone without falling into a category where you feel as though you have to do what they say, you have to do what they want. Like, I've learned by age 30 that I don't want people in my life who are going to do what I say, when I say it, how I say it, what I want. Like, I want people who are going to put me in check. I want people, if I'm telling you, like, I really don't like that, I don't think that that's a decision that you should have made, I want people to be like, and I respect your opinion and I appreciate it, but I made that decision, and that's the decision I'm going to stand on. Like, put me in check, because anybody who knows me knows I will be the first one to be like, I don't really like that idea. I don't think that was great. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm going to speak my mind and state my opinion at the end of the day. Whether you follow suit or not is up to you. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to water myself down to make you feel better on something that doesn't serve you, that I feel doesn't serve you purpose. But it's your life. Live it how you want to live it. This is just my opinion on it. And I'm still going to love you at the end of the day. I'm still going to support whatever decision you make. I'm still going to be here and cracking jokes with you if that's what you need me to do. If that whole situation goes south and it just blows up in your face, I'm going to be right there holding you, helping you get back on track, helping you get back into where you need to be, because that's just who I am as a person, because I am a good person. But I know when to remove myself from a situation. I know when to remove myself from a discussion, and I know when to remove myself from a feeling or emotion that does not serve me purpose in any way, shape, or form. Because what I'm not about to do is I'm not about to sit up here mad, angry, and upset at you because you did something that you felt served you a purpose, that you doing something that you felt was the best decision you could make for you. At the end of the day, I'm going to support you. So I feel like that one resonated in me so deeply, especially during a moment of weakness that I was having, because I do label myself as a good person. But I also know that I do exactly just that. I stay. No matter how bad the situation gets, no matter how bad a person treats me, and how true of the colors a person reveals, I stand by them through thick and thin, right or wrong. And 9 times out of 10, if I stick through them with the wrong, sometimes I may not even speak on it because I feel so passionately about it. Or sometimes I may speak on it in the first moment that I feel shut down, or I feel pushed aside, or I feel as if this person doesn't respect how I feel or how the situation made me feel directly. I instantly shut down and I just let it ride. And I move on from it because I've done compartmentalized it, because I love you and I care for you. And I know that your intentions weren't bad. I know that your intentions were good. You just delivered your message in a harmful or hurtful way. And I'm learning that if you can hurt me with your words without at any point feeling regretful, or not even regretful, but even feeling the slightest bit of, damn, I shouldn't have said that like that. So then I compartmentalize it, and it puts me to that point where something goes wrong and I'm like, yeah, you don't respect me, you don't appreciate me, you don't this, you don't that, like you do this, you do that, without realizing that this is because of me. The reason that I feel so intensely on this situation is because I allowed you to get away with this for so long. I allowed you to treat me this way for so long. And at this point, it has become the norm of the relationship. At this point, it has become okay for you to talk to me this way, treat me this way, act like this towards me. And I no longer give a fuck. If you come to me and you tell me that you need guidance, you need help, you need this, you need that, and I take that time to give you that, for you to turn around and say, yeah, I'm not going to do that shit, or nah, that's dumb, or yeah, I don't want to hear none of that. At that point, don't ever come to me and ask me nothing, because you're going to get another response just like that. Because you asked me for my thoughts. You asked me for my opinion. For you to turn around just to tell me no. Don't do that. Don't say that. I'm giving you something because you asked for it and you felt that you needed it, and you knew that I would not sugarcoat, hide, cover, lie, none of that. You knew I was going to give it to you real, raw, and uncensored. At that point, I don't have nothing for you, but I support whatever decision you make. I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to have your back. And if at that point, because I don't respond to you and you feel some type of way about that, I support you from a distance. And at that point, if my support is not enough for you, I accept you for who you are, but this doesn't serve me purpose anymore. I love you and I wish you the best in life. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Because I know I'm a good person, and I know that I do everything with the goodness, from the goodness of my heart. I know that I do everything with good intention. I know that I give unconditionally for nothing in return. So if what I give you is not enough, and you can't accept that, and you can't see that, or you feel as if there's more that I have to give and you're going to try to get it, I don't have nothing left for you. That's all I got. And I will gladly and happily walk away, because I will not water myself down, dim my own light, and destroy my own mind to appease yours, to make you feel better, to boost your ego for nothing in return. I won't. I won't. And if you can't see that I am coming from a place in my heart, and I'm coming with love, and I'm coming with compassion and care, and if you can't check me in that moment when you feel that I'm not serving your purpose, there's nothing for us, because it's just going to be a dark, painful, negative, toxic environment for both of us. And neither one of us deserve that. We need to stop accepting less than what the fuck we deserve and start going for more. Taking back what belongs to us, taking back what is ours. Giving with conditions, creating boundaries. Continuing to be who we are. Continuing to be good in our own way. And just let that shit ride. Like, expecting someone to stay because you feel that they should, it's a low expectation. It's a wrong expectation. And that is in my own opinion, of course. But to sit here and say that this person, you deserve the best part of this person when that time comes from them because you were good to them, you don't deserve it. they don't deserve to give it to you. What you really deserve is more. You really deserve somebody who's going to give you all of your good from day one with the bad. You deserve someone who is going to see you for who you are and as you are and what you have and reciprocate that. You do deserve someone who is going to love the light that you give, to love the energy that they feel, to enjoy the vibrations you give off. Not someone who's going to use and manipulate all of that. Not someone who is going to take that shine away until they're good and ready to give it back, until they're good and ready to show it to you. And they deserve whatever life brings to them. It's not for you to say what they do or don't deserve. And it's not for you to take because you feel like you're getting less than. Be a good person and accept them for who they are. And accept them for what they show you. And walk away if you need to. Or change the way that you are good to them. You don't have to be present in someone's life to be a good person or to support them or to love them or to wish the best for them or care about them. You can do it from a distance, a safe distance, whatever is safest for you. You can give them what they need without physically giving it to them. And you can love them unconditionally with boundaries. We don't have to check the boxes of someone else, and we don't have to check the boxes of society. We can give what we have to give, and we can love how we want to love. And we can set boundaries where boundaries are needed, and we can respect ourselves overall. So if you are one of those people who is in a situation where you're battling with your relationships with your mother, your cousin, your sister, your best friend, your boyfriend, your wife, your uncle, whoever the case may be, if you are in one of those situations where you are battling whether you are a good person in their story, stop the battle. Stop wondering. Stop worrying. Because it doesn't matter whether you're a good person in their story. It only matters if you're a good person in yours. If you're battling with walking away because you love them dearly and you care for them and you want the best for them, walk away. It doesn't have to be permanent. It can be temporary. But walk away. Find that clarity you need. Give yourself that freedom. Give yourself that peace. If you feel you need to stay, but you gotta stand on your boundaries, or you gotta stand on what the fuck you said, stand on it. But take back your choices. Take back your control. You choose what you want to do. You choose how you want to do it. No one else's opinion matters. No one else's thoughts matter. You can use them as sounding boards. You can use them as points to kind of think of how the situation is going or how to handle the situation moving forward or how they would look at it. But do not make it your own because it's not yours, it's theirs. Do what's best for you. Love you. Put you first. Protect yourself. And most importantly, heal the fuck out of yourself. And that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned. There will be another episode next week. Thank you all for your time. Love you. Bye.